Hi, I'm Mandy from Multnomah County Library School Corps with Novelties 2021. If you'd like to find any of the books or websites that I mention in the following presentation, links are included in the description below. Let's get started. In this video, I'm sharing books about folklore and fantasy. Our featured novel is Ilatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. It's the near future in a version of America where magic and monsters exist, but with the same colonialist experience. 17-year-old Ellie can raise the dead. It's a skill learned from her Lipan Apache heritage. She's told never to raise humans from the dead, as that is a terror to unleash on the world. So she's only brought back her dearly departed dog, Kirby. Ellie learns her cousin has been in a serious car accident. But cousin Trevor appears to Ellie in a dream, and with his last breath tells her he's been murdered by Abe Allerton in Willoughby, Texas. Who? Why? Ellie and her mom travel to Texas to help Trevor's widow and son, which gives Ellie a chance to find the proof she needs to expose a murderer. Willoughby seems perfect. A little too perfect. With the help of Kirby and her best friend Jay, among others, Ellie needs to find out what really happened before Trevor's ghost finds a way to come back and exact some revenge of its own. Illustrations by Rowena Kai at the start of each chapter depict the story of Ellie's sixth great-grandmother, who had legendary skills battling the supernatural and helped preserve the Lipan Apache. We have some discussion questions and topics for you and your students. First, colonialism and land acknowledgments. This factors into the supernatural aspects of the novel, but who owns the land is a continually important lesson for students to understand this nation had a long history before Europeans arrived. Asexuality and relationships. It's clear Jay has a lot of respect for Ellie, and their friendship is rock solid, but it also seems like he pines for her a bit. In other novels, that would become a major plot point one way or another. But it's really refreshing to have an asexual main character like Ellie and have it not be the issue, or even an issue. Also, library research. Just wanted to point out that Jay is able to use library databases for some top-notch historical research about Willoughby and his inhabitants. There are related websites linked below as well, including teachingbooks.net resources, the Lipan Apache Tribe, which is included in part of Darcy Little Badger's website, and an interview with the author as well. Next, we have The Girl and the Ghost by Hannah Alkaf. The death of a witch in Malaysia frees a ghost tied to her, called a pelicit. The pelicit seeks out a blood relative of the witch to begin a new life of service, and finds a lonely girl named Soraya, the witch's granddaughter. Soraya, whose mother is emotionally distant, leaps at the chance to make a friend, and names the pelicit Pink, much to Pink's dismay. Pink is protective of Soraya, but has very dark impulses, ranging from capriciousness to revenge against school bullies and petty jealousy, especially as Soraya makes a new friend named Jingwei. A tempestuous estrangement between Pink and Soraya results in an uneasy truce as even darker forces emerge. Get some tissues ready for that final chapter. The Circus Rose by Betsy Cornwell. Ivory and Rosie are twins, daughters of the Circus Rose ringmistress and bearded lady, each with a different father. Rosie is an acrobatic star, and Ivory works behind the scenes. The circus travels the world and returns home to find a fundamentalist group called the Brethren, taking hold and condemning sins such as the circus and its performers. A disaster forces Ivory to step out of the shadows and figure out exactly what forces are behind the impending oppressive regime that threatens the circus family's way of life. if not its very existence. This tale is an LGBTQ reimagining of the grim fairy tale Snow White and Rose Red, and alternates narrators between Ivory's prose and Rosie's verse. It creates a world where magic and technology share the center ring. Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. Tarisai has been raised in near isolation, with a mostly absent mother, known only as the Lady, who only calls her Maid of Me. The Lady is calling the shots from afar. Until one day, the Lady sends Tarisai to the Empire's capital. The goal? Earn a position on the Crown Prince's Council of 11, a group that could provide Tarisai the family-like bonds she's longed for. But the Lady's true goal is to compel Tarisai to kill the Crown Prince once his trust is earned. Will Tarisai accomplish the first goal? And if so, can she resist the urges forcing her hand to complete the second? A fantasy novel with expansive world building and complex explorations of family, trust, loyalty, and power. Down below the video, you will find a link to the full list of titles from this year's Novelties videos, links where you can watch our other school corps presentations, and a link to book discussion tips from Multnomah County Library. We'd also really appreciate it if you would fill out our evaluation to let us know what you think of these videos. Finally, you can also find out more about School Corps by following the link below. Thanks for watching.